Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. This is our second video of Python series. Today we are going to learn some basic details of Python. We will also see about PIP and execution of Python program. So let's talk about Python. What is Python? You can say it's a snake. Yes, that is true. But in perspective of programming language, Python is an interpreted, object-oriented, high-level programming language with dynamic semantics. Now I have told you that Python is interpreted language, which means Python is processed at runtime by the interpreter. You don't need to compile your program before executing it. This is similar to Perl or PHP. Let's just see what I meant. Means if I just declare a variable x and y, and I am just going to print x plus y. So I am doing this simple addition here, okay. And if I run it, it's just giving me the output here, okay. So which basically means I don't have to compile the whole program, okay. I can simply write my statement over here and I can simply run it. So it will be automatically interpreted and executed the things, okay. So that's why Python is called interpreted language. And another thing, I have told you that Python is dynamically typed language. And why is that? Just to show you, let's print the type. And type means the variable type. You will get to know what kind of variable you are talking about. And for this demonstration, let's assign to x some string, say hello, okay. And here I am going to print the type again, okay. Now you can see first it was a int type, second it was a string type, okay. And also you can see I am not mentioning any type of this variable, okay. Yes, definitely I can do. If I want, I can say like this. This way I can do that. This is modern Python. Yes, that is possible now. From Python 3.6 it is possible actually. Before that it wasn't there and it called Python hinting, okay. So yes, I can do that, but if you remove that, that still work, and as you can see, I don't have to mention the variable type, whether it is going to be integer type or string type. I don't need to say. It will automatically interpreted by the assigned value, okay. I think you get the idea. So that's why it's called dynamically typed language, okay. And Python also supports object-oriented style or technique of programming that encapsulates code within object, okay. So that is the thing. And one more thing, in order to write some conditioning or loop, you have to follow proper indentation, okay. So when I am going to talk about those things, I'll show you what I am exactly talking about, but for the knowledge, keep this thing in your mind, that if you are writing some code with Python, you have to follow indentation strictly, and there is no statement termination thing. Like, I mean, in other language you used to terminate a statement with semicolon. That's not the case here, okay. So this is another thing. And now let's talk about how we can execute a program. I mean, here you can see I am using a IDE, so I'm just clicking this run button and something going on background and it's execute our program, right? But if you are developing an application over here and you are trying to deploy that application in your server, so you need to know exactly how you are going to execute those program, okay. Yes, it could be a script or it could be an object oriented program, okay. So both cases, you have to think, right? So for the time being, since this is something like a script. Okay, so let's just execute this in a Linux environment or server environment, rather I would say. So what you can do, you can actually execute this program. I have a simple test program. Okay, it says hello everyone. Okay, that is the thing. And for the timing, I am going to remove this one. Okay, so this will have single line. Okay, now I would like to execute this program. How would I do that? In order to do so, you have to simply do these things. Python, since I'm going to work with Python 3, so let's type Python 3 and then test UI and see it's working here. Okay, now one might say I don't want to use that keyword at all here. Okay, how would I do that? Yes, that is possible, and to do so, you have to find out the absolute path of executable Python. Okay, so in order to know that, Unix have a command called which, and after that you will simply type Python 3 and it will tell you the path. So exactly this path, my Python executable file is exist. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm open that test file and I'll add a line which is saying that has, then exclamation sign, then user bin Python 3. So this is the path. So by stating that, what I'm going to say, whenever this file gets executed, it will automatically know that this file have to be executed by this Python 3. Okay, so that's what I'm stating here. And now if I close it and I just simply do this, see, it's working. Okay, so this is how you can execute a simple Python file. Okay, no problem with that. If you want to execute in Windows environment, that also you can do. Just I have copied that same Python program here. So in Windows, you don't have to mention the Python 3, Python 2. No, just type the Python command and then the file name, and it's working here. Okay, so that's how you can run your script directly. Okay, or you can run it by your IDE. Okay, now there is another important topic we have to talk about, which is called PIP. Okay, before coming to PIP, I would like to show one more thing. Let's say I need to know system current time. So in order to do so, we have a module called date time. Okay, so I'm just going to do from date time import date time. Okay, what does it mean? I'll explain. It means I am going to import the datetime class which exists in a file called datetime. Okay, and which comes with my inbuilt package. With Python 3.9. Okay, so inside that there is a file called datetime, and from that datetime file I am going to import a class called datetime. Okay, now I would like to know my current system time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply do this datetime dot now. So now is the method. Now if I run it, you can see I have the current date and time of the system. Okay, now why I am showing this to you? So this means I can get to use the module, Python module. Okay, there are several modules and we can use those modules. Okay, now the question is, as I told you that this module comes with Python. Okay, it's an inbuilt module in Python. But what if third-party module? I mean, a famous module, let's say NumPy, let's say Panda. Okay, those are pretty famous modules, and I hope you all heard about those things. Okay, probably. But how would I get to use those modules? So, in order to use those modules, what we are going to use? There is a term called PIP. And what is PIP? PIP is one of the most famous and widely used package management system to install and manage software packages written in Python and found in Python package index or PIP. So what is PIP? PIP is a public repository. This one, okay, pipi.org. Here we will have all kind of modules. As I told you, NumPy. So just search it. See NumPy, and you are seeing some version also. Okay, so this is the latest version. Now let's say you are trying to install this module. So what you have to do? You have to run this command. Okay, so you can directly run it from PyCharm. So in order to do so, what you have to do? You have to type Python -n, then pip install and the module name here NumPy. Okay, and for that, if I do NumPy, see it's giving me error. Okay, because it's not installed. That's why I'm getting an error. Now remove it from here and let it be installed. Okay, now you get the message. It says successfully installed. Now if I do, see, I'm not getting an error. Okay, now with PyCharm or with Eclipse also, there is another way to install packages inside your virtual environment, and this is what this thing I did here. It's actually I am installing this package for globally. I mean, I'm not installing it inside a particular virtual environment. I have installed it globally. So basically, all over Python, this package will be available. I mean, if I create another virtual environment, then also it will be available. Okay. But what if I am trying to install the module within a virtual environment? Okay, that also I can do, certainly. And for this, you have to just go to setting and then select Python interpreter and then select this symbol. Let's install this one. I don't know. It's going to be installed or not. I think it is going to be installed. Okay, let's see. Oh yes, it gets installed. Okay. Now, if you are working with an organization and they are having some specific packages which is not for public usage, okay, it's for only the organization. And how would you going to use those packages? I mean, in your local system, how you will get those? In that case, your organization will provide a repository link, and you just have to come here, manage repositories. Here, click on that plus sign, and here you can add another new repository link. And after that, you will be able to find that packages also here, and you will be able to install those. Okay, so that's it for this video. In next video, we are going to learn some data type and also going to learn about looping and conditioning. Okay, so that will be in our next video. Till then, thank you and thanks for watching. Bye bye.